Today, something absolutely massive happened for crypto, and only a few people are realizing it. So the long story short is that some crypto listings have happened that I think can ignite a full-on altcoin season. For example, XRP, Solana, Cardano, and more coins like 𝗵𝗲𝗄 just got listed on Robinhood. And obviously this is huge news for coins like XRP, Cardano, and 𝗵𝗲𝗄. Not so much for Solana because, well, it's already that huge recently. But also, WIF and 𝗵𝗲𝗄 just got themselves some Coinbase listings, besides some other memes like, I think some Hippo, Peanut, and Act, which all also just got listed on Binance. It's just been a week of crazy crypto exchange listings. And you want to know the funny thing? I've said this a few times before in the past, but in bear markets, these listings don't really make you that much money because the moment it gets listed somewhere, nobody really cares. That market is now changing, and if you're fast, there's a crazy opportunity for every single person to make some good money. To put it into perspective, the moment that the 𝗵𝗲𝗄 listing was announced, it spiked by a few percent within like minutes, maybe like 40% or so almost instantly, as the price here went from like, let's call it 16 cents to 19 cents in the span of like seconds. And I guess some people already knew the news, even though it wasn't really confirmed, as the price a few hours before that already went from roughly, let's call it 13.5 all the way towards 16. But again, the moment Coinbase announced it, it went from 16 to 19. And later on, the moment it actually got listed, it went to 22. Similarly with WIF, all right, it just got a listing announced as well, and you can see that the price just went from $3.80 or whatever all the way to $4.60 in the span of that little time. Matter of fact, on some exchanges it went way higher. Right now it's back below $4.397, but it actually did not get listed on Coinbase just quite yet. And perhaps the moment it gets the listing, it could still actually get a good pump, because Peanut, for example, just got listed onto Binance, 250% up. And there's another one, but it's not doing that good right now. It's a meme coin called Act. It's right now like 8% down over the hour, 6% over the day, but look at the week, right? It's up 2,000% this week because of a Binance listing. And with the meme coin space just going up every single day by some huge margins, I'm expecting that the next wave for people to make crazy amounts of money on could partially be by trying to snipe these listings, either with a bot or by being quick. And many of people will say, Dusty, it's not smart to buy these new listings. You lose money. Well, if you're fast enough, there's a very good chance you won't. And otherwise, I guess what this just showcases to us is that the altcoin season feeling is back. People are buying again with the anticipation of just crazy gains based on almost any announcement. In the last few months, that hasn't really been there. So right now, there's just a paradigm shift. There's a shift from mostly pessimism to mostly optimism, and of course is being fueled by the fact that Bitcoin just keeps going crazier and crazier. Now, right now it's at 88.5K. It is dumping, and it's also causing the rest of the crypto market to dump, with many coins going down, as you can see here, some higher single-digit percentages. But on the opposite side, the moment that Bitcoin picks back up the pace, which it obviously inevitably will, I'm also expecting our coins to go crazy. You also got to understand that right now, Trump won and it's causing our crypto prices to pump, sure. But realistically, the whole Trump being involved with crypto is only going to get stronger and stronger as he actually works towards being a president again. And as Elon Musk also takes more important roles, it's going to be really bullish for Dogecoin, as he just made a new Doge account on Twitter, etc., etc. It's just really looking good for Doge. Regardless, to take the opportunity I've just got to the fullest extent, I'd recommend, this is not financial advice, but just my thoughts, to follow some of the accounts that post exchange listings immediately. Just to put it into perspective, you could, for example, look up some exchange listing bots. Let me quickly give it a follow. Again, I do not own these accounts. They might be fake. I don't know. I'm just saying this is what I think would be quite wise, because perhaps if you're very quick to get the notification for some of these, you could have made some juicy profit. For example, let's just think, right? Maybe, for example, the moment that CETAs got listed, 444, if we had set up our bot correctly, it could have been able, perhaps, or if you were fast enough, to make some juicy profits here. Then again, maybe it's mostly luck. Maybe a crypto.com listing, for example, is not important. All we care about is Coinbase. But I also think it's not really about the listing itself. That's more, if you want, mostly the announcement. And it's easier to grab by using APIs. I'm just giving you guys a thing that some people are making massive money on right now. Just wanted to quickly help you guys notice that this is a sign of really crazy bull market, and this is what some people are doing right now to just sweep massive amounts of profit. I will also say that many people forget that you, generally speaking, and this is, listen carefully, you generally speaking make more money trying to buy high and sell higher than trying to buy the dip and basically sell on the way up. If you are a trader. If you are a hodler, your best cause of action is to buy at any point, doesn't matter where, and buy whenever it goes down lower. Again, I personally trade over on Blowfin. A link is in the description below. You can trade on that from any country in the world, so just check it out, as you'll also be getting yourself a couple of bonuses. Again, you can sign up from, I believe, anywhere in the world and start trading immediately. So like I said, the link is down below. And I think one tip I can also give y'all is make sure you've got some money on crypto exchanges ready, because right now we're at a point, right? We're at a phase where Bitcoin is getting ready for making some massive candle. I mean, it went up $4,000 today, right back $4,000 down, but we haven't reached $100,000 yet, and it might take some time. But if we do, for example, the volatility is going to go so freaking much more exponential. And you want to be ready for an altcoin season. How do you prepare for it? By making sure you have money in the right places, by making sure you've got alerts to channels like this so I can update you with a live stream, for example, in case things pop off, and that you're keeping yourself up to date with the latest trends. Right now, a lot of people are, for example, also stating that it is the last chance to stack up at these extremely cheap prices. What I'll say is we don't know what the next big sector for profit is going to be, but we've got a good expectation that gaming and AI will absolutely pop off. The thing is though, as I've stated before on the channel, right now it's mostly memes. It's either, I made a video like I think 3 weeks ago saying, if I would choose something, I'd go all in on memes. If you listened back then, you would have made at least 50% profit, most likely more. Well, because in the video I said, if you really don't want to, you just buy Bitcoin. That is up 50%, I think like 60% or so since I made the video. And meme coins, Doge is up 250% this week. 𝗕𝗃𝗃 just doubled, which by the way was my biggest bet for the season. And the point here being, guys, people ask me in the comment section every day, should I be buying now or should I wait? I always say, you can definitely buy, again, not financial advice, right? My thoughts. You can definitely buy now and just buy your way down lower. Obviously, the smaller the market cap, the riskier, but also the more gains you'll make. You'll make enough gains with Bitcoin. And if you're just buying Bitcoin now, that's also fine, as long as you're ready to pivot into whatever is hot and trendy next. Don't chase the hype too much, meaning if you, for example, want to buy a top, it just got a listing. You can try that, but you have to understand that you do that with little amounts of money to try, for example, get yourself a 2% win. You don't try to time the top to go all the way further based on listings, for example, because it's that risky. But with 𝗕𝗃𝗃, so just to grab today, for example, I'll make a more in-depth video on my trading channel, but today, for example, I bought the 𝗕𝗃𝗃 top, and within a few hours, I more than doubled my money by longing the top. Afterwards, though, I longed WIF. It didn't work. I actually lost some money, and if I cash out right now, I'd be at a loss. No, but what I do is I just make sure that now that I've entered, I buy my way down, and because it's a bull market, this is the strategy that made me so much money in the 2017 bull market. Because it's a bull market, if you buy your way down, there's not going to be that many days or weeks before it swings back up. And so you're not that annoyed for a while. Anyway, point being, even if you get the wrong entry by buying into these crazy hypes, given a little bit of time, you will be fine on the swing back upwards. Like for example, the last few days, if you just had kept on buying Bitcoin, it didn't really matter what price you bought at, because today we reached an all-time high. And because every single time it reaches that high, falls down a couple of $1,000s, and then it goes right back up, falls down a couple of $1,000s. And in the bull market, that's generally speaking how it looks. There's going to be some crashes here and there that are going to be kind of scary, but generally speaking, we know where we're going to end up over the next like 7 to 12 months. So just stack dips is my own personal thoughts on the matter. And I don't really think it's easy to lose. It's very, very easy to win. It's not actually easy to lose. You have to really try hard to lose in a bull market, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, my one tip is go with the trend. It might sound really, really crazy to many now that Dusty is saying you should buy tops, but let me say it like this. In general trading, you never try to buy tops. You always try to buy the bottom and sell the top. In bull market crazy bonanza, like we're seeing right now, the best thing you could do is have a position. And the best thing you could do to that position is add when things are down, right? The worst thing you can have is no position And the worst thing you should be doing, I guess shouldn't be doing, is adding when things are higher, right? You want to add when things are lower. Let's say, however, we've got $0 in crypto, but we're in a crazy bull market. I think it's better to just buy crypto right now, this second, even though we're so high. If we fall down 10%, you buy some more. Fall down 10%, you buy some more, because we all know over the next 6 months, whatever, it's going to be up so much that it didn't really matter what price you bought at. Again, if you'd been waiting for a dip the last few weeks, well, then you might have, for example, waited. You were at $60,000. You were waiting. I'm going to buy Bitcoin at 53. And look at us now. We're at $90,000. You never got to buy. What would have been better is you just bought once. If we went to 50,000, you would have doubled again your money maybe by buying more. But now that we're at 90,000, you also would have made like 70% gains on the price rise upwards. So the one single tip I have is don't wait with getting entries. Right now, it's like where the altcoin season really starts at. We're not in full on altcoin season yet. Matter of fact, until you see this entire list being up like 40%, 50, 40, 50, 40, 60, 40, 90, 80, 100, 200, 7,000. That's what altcoin season is. 2017, 2021, it was like that. I will tell you that the bear market, right now people are like, oh, Dusty, is it really bull? Is it really bull? You know, in a bear market, you see prices chop by like 40, 50% across the board in a daily candle. It's that bad. This is just beautiful what we're seeing right now. It's all good. These are really, really minor corrections that we're witnessing. And really, for the most part, these dips are here to be bought, in my opinion. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I might sound really crazy for telling people that in a bull market, it's wise to buy things that are trendy. It's wise to buy things that are already perhaps at peak. But you have to understand that over the next few months, many of these coins will triple, quadruple, quintuple, 10x from their all-time highs. And a good example I can give you again is, for example, with Pepe. If you just bought the listing, like I said, it was 16 cents. Right after it went to 22 cents on, with a couple of zeros in there. Popcat, I kept saying buy it, buy it, buy it. Again, I'm not your financial advisor, I'm just saying what I've said. And right now, it just hit a new all-time high an hour ago or so. Peanut, right? You might have thought, oh, it got the listing on Binance. It's already too high. Well, again, it's up 250% after that even. Then again, if you bought ACT, well, maybe you wouldn't have done so well, which is why you diversify and you keep trying. Not everything will go amazing immediately, but given enough time, I think every single thing you see right here, except for like a handful, are going to be up so much. It's just a patience game. And again, the meme coin market, for example, it's going so exponential. Yes, there'll be some crashes. Yes, there'll be some times where you think, ooh, was this smart? But ultimately, it'll all be worth it. Hey, that's my opinion. Make sure you press the like button on this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏 is the platform I trade on in the description down below. And that's about it.